So it is the day after, okay? The day after what, you might ask? Well, 4 years ago, today, I was just waking up and I was fired from my job. Okay, so this time last year, I was feeling a sense of freedom, like a weight had been lifted off. And so yesterday this time, I was preparing to talk to my supervisor, and she actually had called. She sent a message. I was working from home. She sent a message on the instant messenger thing that they have with the companies. And she was like, hey, can you, are you free? Can we give you a call? Can I give you a call? And I already knew what it was. I already knew what time it was. And so because I've already been preparing for that, and I'll take y'all back on that journey because I started documenting things and all of that. So I pretty much knew what it was when she said call. And when I did call, or she called me, I forget which way it went. But when the conversation took place, there was also a third party that was on the line. So I figured that, it had to be somebody as a witness or somebody to be there to verify what was being said. And she said, we're going to have to let you go. I'll send you an email, with your next steps on what you're supposed to be doing and how you return your equipment and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, there was no pushback. She was like, you have any questions? No, I don't have any questions. I didn't have any questions or anything. It was just, I knew for me, it was time for me to go, right? And I was prepared for that. I'll do another part 2 to this so that you guys can understand what I did to prepare to position myself to retire from corporate. And that's all thanks to real estate. And I locked in on that. I was making more money. This is the short version. I started making more money part-time flipping contracts with real estate than what I was doing with the job anyway. And then I started putting properties on the board to make sure every property paid a bill. Okay, so I remember times when I was let go from corporate or a job, sidebar, jobs aren't loyal. So when I did, when I was in a position to where, or when I used to get let go from jobs, I wasn't prepared, but I looked at all of that as learning lessons. Like, what is this trying to teach you? What should you be doing? Okay, because we can't give corporate America that much power. We can't give corporate America that much power over you. And I've said this before, like, he who has the power to feed you has the power to starve you. And I knew that that couldn't happen anymore. So I was on a journey to making sure that that never happened again. Okay. So as I woke up, excuse me, this morning, I'm just like, what were you doing 4 years ago this time? I probably was like, I think I was walking or something. I think that's what it was. I think I just started getting up at the same time I would normally get up from the job, and I would start to walk. Okay, I would start to walk around. The neighborhood, just listening to motivational type stuff. And I think I was listening to E.T. I don't know if y'all heard him or not. E.T., the hip hop preacher. I will put like podcasts on every day, and start just walking around the neighborhood, just getting my mind right for this new journey that I was preparing for. And it was a beautiful thing because it was so freeing. I was tired of asking for a PTO and the unfairness that was taking place. But what I decided to do instead of complaining and not wanting to be there was I started like, listen, we got to do something. Either we're going to change or nothing's going to change. So that's what happened. So yesterday I did a talk to my community on my 4-year anniversary of leaving corporate or getting fired, and just letting them know, like, cover your own butts. Cover your butt. Even if you like what you do, because everybody's not meant to be their own boss, but even if you like what you do, I want you to secure your own futures, because you never know. You never know what corporate America is going to do. And so for that reason, I started to talk to people and teach them and just giving them the hope, like, okay, I was at one point, I was on the opposite side. I was, wanted to get out and wanted to do my own thing with on my own side, on the outside of corporate. But I was looking for someone like me. I was looking for someone that, I was looking for someone like me that could give me the way out, to show me what I needed to do and set the foundations of everything before I made the transition. So I technically became the person that I was looking for, honestly, and it has paid off. So I'll be back, and I'll kind of come in and tell you guys what the steps were that I took in order to position myself to leave corporate. And that's all I knew. Like, I've been a corporate girly for a long time. Like, that was it. That's all I knew. But now we're here. Okay. So we have new things that we have to learn on this side of the journey. We have new things. We have scaling. We have taxes. We got insurance. We got all these things to navigate, in which life is just a journey anyway. So it's all about navigating and learning, trying to navigate it as best you can, and then just continue moving forward. So as I wake up today, post getting fired 4 years ago, around this time, I'm just operating in gratitude. So I plan to share more with you all, just to let you know what I've been up to, but also taking you back so you can see where it all started from. So glad you're here. Like and subscribe, and I'll be popping back in to talk to y'all. Okay? Bye.